12th May 2026, RBI imposes 31.80 lakh penalty on Yes Bank Limited. RBI has, by an order dated April 27, 2026, imposed a monetary penalty of 31.80 lakh for non-compliance with certain provisions of directions issued by RBI on KYC. This penalty has been imposed in exercise of powers conferred on RBI under the provisions of Section 47A, subsection 1, subsection C, read with Section 46, subsection 4, subsection I of the Banking Regulation Act 1949. The bank failed to put in place a system of using KYC identifier assigned by Central KYC Records Registry for the purpose of establishing an account-based relationship with customers. Section 47A, subsection A1, subsection C. This section gives the RBI the legal power to personally impose a monetary penalty on a bank if it fails to comply with any directions or requisitions. Section 46, subsection 4, subsection I. This is the specific punishment clause that sets the maximum limits for fines when a bank defaults on its duties or provides false information. Next news. RBI penalizes Hinduja Housing Finance Limited. The RBI has imposed a monetary penalty of 1.80 lakh on Hinduja Housing Finance Limited. RBI exercised powers under Section 52A of the National Housing Bank Act 1987. The company had failed to take prior written permission of the RBI for effecting change in management, resulting in change of more than 30% of its directors, excluding independent directors. Section 52A of the National Housing Bank Act 1987 penalty power. This section grants RBI the legal right to charge housing finance companies money if they fail to follow official rules or laws. It allows the RBI to impose these fines directly as a punishment for non-compliance without needing a lengthy court process. Next news. PMEGB record growth, boosting employment and rural enterprises. The Ministry of MSME's flagship scheme PMEGB has achieved record-breaking success during the 15th Finance Commission cycle. By providing credit-linked subsidies, the program has successfully established over 4 lakh micro enterprises and generated massive employment across India. Performance during 15th Finance Commission. Budget utilization. Achieved full utilization of the 13,554.42 crore rupees approved budget. Micro enterprises established. 4,03,706 units were set up, surpassing the original target of 4,02,000. Employment generation. Created approximately 36.33 lakh job opportunities. Sector focus. Supports new and micro enterprises in the manufacturing and service sectors. Inclusive growth and social impact. Support for women. Women account for nearly 40% of total assisted micro enterprises. 45% of the total margin money subsidy was disbursed to women entrepreneurs. Social category support. About 54% of the beneficiaries belong to SC, ST or OBC categories. Rural dominance. Nearly 80% of all PMEGB units are established in rural areas, driving rural industrialization. Operational framework. Implementing agency. The scheme is implemented by the Khadi and Village Industries Commission. Financial support. It provides margin money subsidy on bank loans to prospective entrepreneurs. Future outlook. The ministry plans to enhance focus on innovation, scalability, and wider outreach in the next cycle. Next news. Kotak Mahindra Group gets RBI approval for stake acquisition in two banks. RBI has granted permission to Kotak Mahindra Group to acquire a significant minority stake in both AU Small Finance Bank and Federal Bank. This approval allows Kotak to hold nearly 1/10 of the voting rights in these two major banking institutions. Acquiring entity. Kotak Mahindra Bank Limited, including its subsidiaries and the fund schemes managed by its subsidiaries, collectively known as the Kotak Mahindra Group. Target entities. AU Small Finance Bank authorized to sell up to 9.99% of stake to Kotak. Federal Bank authorized to sell up to 9.99% stake to Kotak. Kotak Mahindra Bank, established 1985. MD and CEO Ashok Vaswani, headquarters Mumbai. Next news. Government issues new uniform rules for state GDP calculation. The Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation has released new guidelines to standardize how states calculate their economic performance. New base year transition. The base year is being updated from 2011-12 to 2022-23. Reason of this shift is vital to capture current economic trends and modern consumption patterns accurately. Standardization. This change ensures that every state and UT follows the exact same methodology for compiling economic data. The Reform Committee. The transition is overseen by the Advisory Committee on National Accounts Statistics. Subcommittee. A specific subcommittee on regional accounts was formed to review methodologies. Chairman Professor Rabindra H. Dholakia, former professor, IIM Ahmedabad. Members. It includes representatives from state governments, RBI, Niti Aayog, and academic institutions. Data integration using administrative records, sectoral databases, and surveys to improve reliability. Refining methods, updating techniques to better capture the service sector and unincorporated enterprises. National alignment, ensuring state level data aligns with national level aggregates. Standardization, promoting uniform and transparent methods across all 36 states and UTs. It serves as the primary indicator for analyzing sectoral growth and industrial output within a state. Next news. Election Commission of India sets record. Election data released within 72 hours via a CNET. The Election Commission of India has achieved a historic milestone by publishing comprehensive election data for 830 constituencies within just 72 hours of the result declaration. Using the SCNET app, the ECI replaced the old manual process that used to take weeks, ensuring immediate data transparency. 72-hour record. For the first time ever, complete statistical reports were released within 3 days of the results. Constituency coverage. Detailed reports published for all 830 assembly constituencies. Exception. A re-poll is scheduled for the Phalta Assembly constituency on May 21, 2026. Index cards and statistical reports. Index cards. These are base documents filled by returning officers containing candidate and elector details, exact counts of votes polled versus votes counted, party-wise and candidate-wise performance metrics. Statistical reports. 14 types derived from index cards. These 14 reports track voter turnout, that is participation levels at state and SC levels, gender trends, data on male, female and third gender voters, polling stations, total number of booths used for constituency, vote share, percentage of total votes secured by each political party. Next news. BJP leader Subhendu Adhikari has officially taken oath as the Chief Minister of West Bengal, marking the formation of the first ever BJP government in the state, administered by Governor R.N. Ravi, administered the oath of office and secrecy. Election results and statistics. Total assembly seats 294. BJP performance secured a historic victory with 207 seats. Political context. This victory ends the 15-year tenure of the Trinamool Congress and represents the first non-left, non-TMC government in nearly 50 years. Next news. Technology Development Board Science Pact for Indigenous Type V, Type 4 composite CNG cylinders. The Technology Development Board has partnered with a private firm to set up a manufacturing unit for Type 4 composite CNG cylinders. This facility focuses on producing and selling high-tech cylinders developed within India to support clean energy and domestic manufacturing. The agreement aims to establish a plant for the production and commercialization of indigenous Type 4 cylinders. Weight reduction. These cylinders are up to 75% lighter than traditional steel cylinders. Efficiency. The massive weight reduction improves overall vehicle fuel efficiency. Environmental impact. It helps in significantly lowering carbon emissions for cleaner transportation. Ministry of Science and Technology established in 1971. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh, headquarters New Delhi. The um, the types of composite CNG cylinders. Type 1 is all metal. Type 2 is metal plus partial composite wrap. Type 3 is metal liner and full composite. Type 4 is inner layer, plastic or polymer liner, usually SDPE. Outer layer carbon fiber and or glass fiber composite wrapping. Next news. The Maritime India Foundation has signed a MOU with premier institutes including IIT Madras, IIT Bombay and Indian Maritime University to boost the maritime sector. These institutions will serve as maritime innovation hubs. Objective is to mentor startups and develop indigenous advanced technological solutions for critical challenges in the Indian maritime sector. The Maritime Innovation Hubs will onboard and mentor 36 startups. These startups will work on 40 innovation projects focusing on real world operational challenges in the maritime industry. India Foundation was established in 2021. Managing Director S. Vishwanathan, headquarters Chennai. Next news. The Indian Air Force and European missile maker MBDA signed a pact to establish a domestic facility for the maintenance and overhaul of MICA missiles, MICA missiles. This move ensures that the technical expertise and servicing for these advanced weapons remain within India operation. The facility will be set up, operated, and maintained by the Indian Air Force. MBDA's role. MBDA will provide industrial machinery, specialized tooling, technical data packages, training, and export support. About the MICA missile system. Origin is France. Type air-to-air missile used for both beyond visual range and short-range combat. Deployment in IF used on Rafale fighter jets and upgraded Mirage 2000 aircraft. Service history. Entered IAF service in 2016 following the Mirage 2000 upgrade program. Next news. The Ministry of Civil Aviation along with IFSCA and FICCI organized the second Indian Aircraft Leasing and Financing Summit 2.0 at Gift City, Gandhinagar. MOU signed between IFSCA and FICCI to promote GIFT's IFSC as a global aviation finance hub. Future projections and market potential. Fleet growth expected to reach 100 expected to reach 1100 aircraft by 2027, expected to exceed 2250 aircraft by 2035. Airline relief measures. Fuel price increases for aviation turbine fuel are capped at 25%. Airport costs. Landing and parking charges reduced by 25%. Liquidity. A 5,000 crore credit line guarantee scheme approved for airlines. Ministry of Civil Aviation established in 1947. Union Minister Sri Kinjarapu Ram Mohan Naidu, headquarters New Delhi. Next news. India hosted the 35th plenary and working group meetings of the ISO subcommittee focused on space systems and operations in New Delhi. This marks the first time India has hosted this high-level international gathering to discuss global standards for space activities. The Bureau of Indian Standards, which is the national standards body of India, 131 international delegates from 13 countries, experts from national standards bodies, international space agencies, including ISRO, the space industry, and academia. Next news, awards and recognition. OP Jindal Global University has achieved a major milestone by becoming the first institution of eminence in India to be accredited by Data Science Council of America. This accreditation is part of the World Data Science and AI Initiative and is valid until the year 2031. Umbrella framework. Any new AI or data science programs developed by uh, Jindal Global University in the future will automatically be covered under this accreditation. Accredited programs. MSc in AI and Data Science, BA in AI and Law, BBA in Business Analytics, MDES AI powered UX, MBA in Business Analytics, MBA in Business and Law, MBA in AI for Business. Next news. Bengaluru-based space tech startup Pixel has signed a major deal with the US National Reconnaissance Office. Under this agreement, Pixel will provide its advanced hyperspectral satellite data to be integrated into the US government's intelligence and remote sensing systems. The National Renaissance Office is the US government body responsible for designing and operating spy satellites. Satellite constellation. Pixel using its Firefly constellation to provide this data. Next news. The DRDO and Indian Air Force has successfully conducted the first flight test of the Tactical Advanced Range Augmentation Glide Weapon off the coast of Odisha. This system is designed to transform traditional bombs into high-precision strike weapons. Significance: it is India's first indigenous glide weapon system. Locally development and production. It is designed by developed primarily by Research Center Imarat, Hyderabad, in collaboration with other DRDO laboratories. Next news. The DRDO has launched a high-tech chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear field training and demonstration center at Burari Plains, Delhi. This facility is designed to act as a center of excellence for managing high-risk emergencies. Developed by Institute of Nuclear Medicine and Allied Sciences. Next news. Bulgaria's parliament has officially approved Rumen Radev as the country's new prime minister to tackle political instability and boost economic growth. Radev served as the president of Bulgaria from 2017 until January 2026. He resigned from the presidency for a few months early to launch a bid for the more powerful prime minister role. He replaced Andrei Gurov, who had been serving as the caretaker prime minister since February 2026. Next news. The Government of India has officially appointed Lieutenant General N.S. Raja Subramani as the next Chief of Defence Staff. Effective date: he will assume charge after the current CDS General Anil Chauhan, um, who completes his tenure on May 30. Dual role: along with being the CDS, will serve as the Secretary of the Department of Military Affairs. Distinguished career highlights: he served at the National Security Council Secretariat since September 2025, Vice Chief of the Army Staff, served as the second highest ranking officer in the Indian Army. Next news. The Government of India has officially named Vice Admiral Krishna Swaminathan as the next Chief of Naval Staff. Current role: he is presently serving as the Flag Officer Commanding in Chief of the Western Naval Command. Predecessor: he will replace Admiral Dinesh Kumar Tripathi. Date of change: Admiral Dinesh Kumar Tripathi is set to retire on May 31st, after which Vice Admiral Swaminathan will assume charge.